If you are a purist, you can watch this video. If you just want to be able to write the formula, then you may need to move a couple of videos on. I'm going to try to explain roughly what's going on, not exactly. We're really trying to find out how many boxes of eggs we're using. So I'm going to use two formulas to help me do that. I'm going to use a plain division formula, and I'm going to use the old style remainder. So divide a number and find the remainder. So the first one is, so if I click in this cell here, now I've moved across here just to give me some space, some width on these cells so I can see what's happening. If I write in this formula, and this is not where we're going to write it, we're actually going to put it where this box of eggs is later, but I'm just showing how things work now. So a straightforward division formula would be packets, which is G11, and then the divide sign, and then the value on the 6. Now, as we saw before, if I were to drag that right, I would get an incorrect formula. So I need to put dollar signs in front of the I and dollar signs in front of the 5 to keep it still. There is a keyboard shortcut which I'm going to use, which is F4, which will do that for me. So let's put those in for me. When I press enter, it works it out. So I've got nothing 0.1667. What I'm going to do now is find the remainder. So that is with a different kind of formula, which is equals mod, open the brackets, and the same two values. The 1 there, but this time a comma, and then the I5 again. And remember, if we're going to drag it right, we need to keep this one still. So F4 keeps that one still. So in other words, I've got 0.166666 recurring and remainder 1 in this box. But this is actually telling me that I've used no boxes of eggs and I've got sort of 1 left over. And what I really want to do in this formula is just to add 1 to it. So if I use BODMAS for a start off, make sure that we're doing this value first, this division first, and then adding 1 to the value. That will now give me 1.66, saying I'm on my first box of eggs and I've used 1 egg. So that's basically it. And if I drag this to the right, you'll see those values changed. So 1 box, 1 box, 1 box, 1 box, 1 box. I'm on my second box, second box, second box. So by adding that 1, I've said how many boxes I want. But I don't actually want the 0.16 or 0.33 or 0.5. I don't want that. I just want the 1 for I've used 1 box. And I can do that again by changing the formula up here. So if I go back to the start, if I just ask it for the whole number part, so that is an integer, and I need to put that in brackets, otherwise it won't work. Press enter. That is now giving me 1, so it's lost the decimal part. And if I drag that to the right, you'll see that work out nicely. So I've got 1 box, 1 box, 1 box, 1 box, 1 box, 2 boxes, 2 boxes, 2 boxes, and I've got my remainders happening down here. So if I drag that right, there you go. So that is what I am trying to achieve. It's probably making very little sense if you're trying to work out boxes and eggs at the moment, but that is the formula that I am trying to achieve. So there we've got a whole number. When I divide the number of packets by the amount of eggs, then add 1 to it, I'm getting the number of boxes I require and the value of the eggs left over. Bear with me, it will work, it will become clear shortly, but I've still got quite a bit of work to do to make my formula to go into this value here. So moving on to the next video.